Hi guys, and welcome back to Once Upon a Chapter. If you're new here, hi, I'm Nadine, your completely obsessed fantasy and dark fantasy bookworm. So for everyone that's like kind of new here or coming back, I just wanted to say again that there will be a lot of book content just because that is just my main passion right now. I will talk about other fantasy stuff as well. I'm gonna do other fantasy content as well when the time's right. And right now I've got so much to catch up on book stuff, so stay patient with me. In today's episode, we are going to do a book haul because I had book mail and I'm gonna talk to you guys about some of my favorite book subscriptions, what that means in the bookish world, and why they're so freaking awesome. And at the end, I will tell you my absolute favorite top 5 books that I've read so far. Because things can always change, right? There's always new books, new loves, but like, I've got some favorites right now. I've had some packages that I have been saving for this video, okay? Normally I rip them open because I just cannot wait to see, but no, I'm saving it for you guys. To give you a little bit of backstory about all the book deliveries. Once I started reading romantasy books, I realized that there's a lot of book subscriptions out there for special edition books. There's a few different websites out there where the waitlist is really long, but once you get accepted in the waitlist, you get a special edition book sent every month. It's really exciting because there's so many books that are on a TBR. There's so many books that I haven't heard of yet, and that is just, it's just fun to get a delivery each month with a new book and a book that's just completely beautiful. So the book subscriptions that I signed up to are either YA, they're still in the romantasy fantasy realm. There's also a lot of adult books in it, but it's all kind of like romantasy, dark fantasy kind of world because that's just what my preference is. So I'm gonna show you guys what I got, but I'm so excited to unpack them with you. Okay, so here we go. Here are all of them. For some of these subscriptions, I have been on a waitlist for so long. So the feeling of getting accepted to one of these waitlists, it makes you feel like you're allowed to join the cool kids table in your school. There's a few subscriptions I'm still on a hold for, but I mean, we're like halfway there. So the first book subscription I have is for Moonlight Book Box. So this one comes from the US. This one focuses on paranormal romances or fantasy romance. And it costs me £28. Let's unbox it. Oh my god. I mean, is this not... Oh, wow. We've got Embers in the Snow. I mean, how beautiful. Oh my gosh. And like, look at the inside. Okay, sorry, I get so excited about this. And the sprayed edges. So this is what makes it even more fun to read these books, because you get these special edition books that, you know, they become like collector's editions and they're signed by the author, which is like an extra bonus. This looks beautiful. I cannot wait to read this. It makes it even more fun. I'm gonna add this to my book collection. Okay, book 1. So next up we have The Locked Library. This book subscription comes from the UK. The Locked Library has 2 different subscriptions. They have the Forbidden Wing, which is specifically romantasy, and then they've got the Locked Library, which is a mix of YA and romance. Let's find out what's in it. So the book of the month is The Legend of Manacled, and this book is a romantasy book with Hindu mythology. Super interesting. It's a super beautiful map. I mean, it's so well done, and I love the edges. You know, I'm already addicted to this. On to the next. Okay, next up I have a delivery from Hemingway Books. So they do these beautiful special edition books. It says on the box, this is a story with dragons and their riders. So can you guess what special edition book I got? Once you start ordering special edition books, it becomes like an addiction in itself. I mean, I already had a shopping problem when it comes to clothes. I didn't know that I'm gonna have a huge shopping problem when it comes to books, but here we are. So let's unbox this. I'm gonna unbox this with you guys here. So This is like very safely wrapped. So, do you see? We've got dragons everywhere. And if you haven't read Fourth Wing yet, then what have you been doing? Because it's literally one of the best book series ever. Guys. Oh my god. Do I even want to unwrap this? I don't know. I don't think I do. Wow. Okay. Like I said, this is the Hemingway book. So look at the sprayed edges. Good. I'm gonna unwrap it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna unwrap it. Onyx Throne was so special because the first two books in the Empyrean series were just like such a hit. It was just so good. When they announced that Onyx Throne was coming out, it's like, it's not just enough to get the book. You want like a special edition book. So guys, how stunning. Oh, look at the inside. I'm gonna cry. The sprayed edges, if you can see, we've got Violet and her dragons. No wonder it was so carefully wrapped. The next book that we're gonna unbox, I have to give you some backstory. I am the biggest Harry Potter fan. I love Harry Potter so much. When Harry Potter World opened in LA, I went for the opening. I couldn't wait. Like, it's my favorite thing in the world. I've watched the movies 100 times. I've got all the books. I love it so much. The Harry Potter studios in London, if you ever get the chance to go, if you're a fan, you have to go. It is the most amazing experience. So the book that took over Book Talk by storm was a series that's a fan fiction of Harry Potter. And it was so popular that they had to take it off the internet and like rewrite it and change it because it got so much attention that they were like, what is going on? I just could not wait, and being a massive fan of Harry Potter, I was like, okay, I need to read this book because if everyone loves it that much, I need to get it. So I got it on Etsy and I waited 2 months to get this book. So here we go. Finally, the moment has come. Okay, this is how I received it. Like I said, it's so hard to get it. People back in the day, they just downloaded it and then they did the binding themselves. Guys, we've got Manacled. It's stunning. This is a fan fiction. Okay, so let's talk Manacled. So Manacled is a Dramion fanfic, romantasy and pure dark fantasy gold. Picture this: Voldemort wins, Harry Potter's gone, and Hermione's captured. She is sent to Draco Malfoy, who is hiding a secret that could change everything. It's slow burn, it's enemy to lovers. You know, whether you like the idea of fanfic or not, or people turning the movie into this fanfic, like I said, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, but this book had over 16 million downloads. It had so many likes and it was rated one of the highest rated romantasy books on Goodreads. Either way, I am so excited to read this book. Like I said, I had to wait for this for so long, but I can't wait to dive into it. And now, as promised, I will show you my top 5 favorite romantasy or dark fantasy books that I've read so far. Okay, first off, one of my favorite books that I've read so far is called Anathema by Carrie Lake. This is a dark gothic fantasy romance book. Imagine dark woods, weird creatures, it's got some horror elements, but it just kind of keeps you so excited. It's just creepy and mystical in the best way. This book follows Maywith, who is a shunned outcast, and she is forced into the Eating Woods. Imagine like a forest with like a lot of creepiness, and in that forest is a creature that everyone's terrified of, and no one who enters that forest ever returns. But when she enters it, she also by accident slips into another realm. In that realm, she meets the cursed assassin called the Scorpion, otherwise known as Savander. He doesn't really care about her that much, but her blood is the key to break his curse and stop an ancient evil. This is a enemy to lovers. It's a slow burn. Let me tell you, it's worth the wait. Yeah, it is. There is a creepy magic system. Like I said, a lot of horror aspects, but I loved it. I thought it was so gripping and I was so immersed in the world and all the little creatures in it. I don't know, I just felt like this book from beginning to the end was just really, really interesting, and I just kept wanting to read more about it. Also, the world building was so interesting, all the characters. I don't know, I just absolutely loved it. I gave it 5 stars, and the cliffhanger, it's a cliffhanger. So I cannot wait for book 2. Okay, the next book, it's a tricky one because I don't want to spoiler it for you guys, but it is the second book of a series. It's Riftborn and Duskbound. I had Riftborn in my bookshelf for quite a while, and I just like, I don't know, I just forgot to pick it up, and then I don't know, at some point it was pointed out to me again and I was like, wait, Riftborn. Picked it up, really good. It was giving Fourth Wing. And then Duskbound. Guys, this book gave me a book hangover that I cannot even explain to you. It is everything that you want from a romantasy. It is heart-wrenching. You will love the characters, and the character development in this book is absolutely amazing. So this series follows Fia, who is an outcast after a rebellion. From that rebellion, they allowed children to live and to be raised within that new realm, but like I said, outcast is an outcast, and she has crazy magical powers that the general of the army of that realm discovers. But instead of executing her, getting rid of her, or punishing her, he decides to give her the option of joining the guard that are fighting against the Wrath, which is kind of like shadow magic, right? Or that's what they think. Fia suddenly realizes that she is more than just a dangerous weapon. There's an enemy to lovers. It's giving a little bit of Professor Orion vibes. I don't know why, but it's like I was getting a little bit of like Zodiac Academy Professor Orion vibes. And then you enter into a massive just like plot twist. It just, the plot thickens so much. The side characters are really fun in this as well. It's got a really fun found family aspect. The magic system is really cool with all the shadows. I just felt like I was so immersed in this world. And like I said, when I finished Duskbound, it has my favorite MMC of all time in it. Of all time. And I'm saying this, he is better than Rhysand and Xaden. Come for me all you want. Read it and then try to prove me otherwise. You guys just have to read it. Please, please read it. Don't wait. It is such a good series. Like I said, top tier. Okay, next up. Oh, I can't just pick one, so I'm just gonna take the series. The Gods and Monsters series by Amber V. Nicole is top tier. It's dark fantasy. The FMC in this series is, to me, just like the most badass FMC I've come across. She is the villain in this. She's thousands of years old and she will burn down the world if she has to, because she is just the personification of just female rage. I love her so much, and Sam Keel is this like ancient god who comes back, and I just love how he's so old school but then is trying to deal with Diana, who is just completely crazy, but he also will do anything for her. I mean, this book, the enemy to lovers in this, it's true enemy to lovers, but it is so good. This is my absolute top tier. I cannot wait for book 4 to come out, but honestly, don't sleep on this. This is an incredible top tier series. Okay, next up, let's talk Meadowslinger by Rachel Schneider. This book got me feral. I mean, the plot twist of this book had my jaw on the floor. It is a book that I love to recommend so much because I just cannot wait to get the reaction at the end of all my friends, because you will not see coming. And even if you're trying to figure this out, you won't figure it out. It's honestly the craziest book ever. Okay, in this book you meet Bryn, who is an Alaha guard and spent her entire life wanting to go to the Kenta market just to go and shatter a century-long peace treaty in one day because of a run-in with an enemy soldier. Hello. Suddenly she is yanked into a world of rebellion, elemental magic, and everything she thought she knew is going to be turned upside down. This book is perfect for any romantasy lover out there, and like I said, it's one of my favorite plot twists of all time. So you just don't sleep on this one. Pick it up and read it because it is amazing. Definitely made it into my top 5. Okay, last but not least, it's so hard to pick because there's so many good ones. Obviously, I always feel bad. But another series that I devoured is the Legacy series by Melissa K. Roerick. This is a dark fantasy romance. I mean, we are talking morally black, not morally gray. We're talking morally black. The whole time, you know that the MMC is just, everything is just wrong. And you're like, no, this isn't right. This isn't good. But you just can't hate him. No, you cannot. Because until the end, you'll just wait for his redemption arc and be like, no, wait. I mean, this book is incredible. So this book follows Tessalyn. She is a fae, and fae in this world only exist because they serve the legacy as a source. The legacy are descendants of God. With their source, they create this magical bond where they can feel each other's feelings, they can hear each other's thoughts, they communicate. It creates this bond, but it's not just like a romantic kind of bond. It's kind of like they just serve them. They will still marry and find a wife, and we've got multiple different kingdoms, but their source literally only lives to replenish their magic. And Tessalyn is someone, she's not like all the other fae, right? She is being forced to be a source to someone that she didn't want to be a source to. And now she's being dragged to that kingdom, and the source bond is being initiated. She is fighting it at all costs, trying to stay true to herself, and that brings her into a lot of trouble. But this book is amazing because we've got enemy to lovers, we have slow burn, we have found family, which we love a found family aspect. There's side characters in it where the subplots are actually so good. But like I said, it's a dark fantasy, lots of triggers. You will question your own morals the whole time, but I absolutely love this and I cannot wait for the next book. So these are my top 5 favorite reads, I would say, so far. Like I said, there's also so many other ones. Like, I loved Throne of Glass, don't get me wrong. I loved Akotar. There was just something about the other books that I just absolutely loved. I mean, Throne of Glass is just like, will forever be like a god tier series, but I just thought I'll change it up with like some series that you might not have heard of, or that aren't just the most obvious series, that are just, there's a reason why they're the most popular series. So I thought I'll just like switch it up a little bit for you guys. If you liked today's episode and you like my book haul, and if you have read Manacled, I would love to know your opinion about Manacled. And if you have read any of my favorite series, please don't hate on them because I absolutely love them. And while I do accept criticism, it will hurt my feelings. So please be gentle and let me know what your favorite top 5 series, or just your favorite series in general are, because I would love to know. And that's for our next episode. So please subscribe and comment.